so excited because today I get to have a chat with my pastor, Pastor Ssrah of RCCG Discipleship Center, Portsmouth. I'll be asking her a few questions about motherhood, about her experiences, and I'm sure we'll all be blessed by what she shares today. Pastor Ssrah, welcome. Thank you for having this chat with me. I thought it was important for us because especially you are a mother yourself, and not just to your biological children, but to many, many, many others. So I wanted to ask you, what's your biggest lesson or lessons that you've learned on your journey of motherhood?
Wow, that's a deep question. You know, biologically I've been a mother for close to 19 years. My first child son will be 19 this year. You know, motherhood has been a journey, I think, and it's a journey for all women. But some of the biggest lessons I've taught is that sometimes you have to come down to their level to understand them. It's not about putting pressure on them all the time, or you know, constantly correcting them, because the more you correct them, the more you're pushing them away. I think that was one of my major lessons I've learned in about 19 years of biologically being a mum, is that it's just sometimes coming down to their level, understanding them more, and what they need, not about putting our needs onto them, but coming down to their level of where they are. I mean, they're teenage adults. Both of my sons will be 19 and 18, so they're adults. They're both, you know, I'm a mum of adults now. And it's just learning. Every season has been different, mothering them. Some have been amazing, some have been challenging. I think when they enter that teenage years, it's a different phase completely from when, you know, because when they were little, they needed the training, they wanted you more, but when now they're at this age, it's like, they don't really need you as much. And I think one of my major lessons was is to step back and allow them to fly on their own, and allow them to be the adults that they are, not trying to mother and be
It's hard though.
And it is really hard because to me they've always been my babies. It doesn't matter how old they are, but you know, it's just learning and coming to that level of balance of knowing when to step back and allow them to be the adults that they are now. That's been one of my major lessons, is just allowing them to be themselves and then stepping back and coming down to their level. It's helped a lot in my motherhood journey.
I really, really like what you say, because many times as mothers, we want to put things right. We want things to be right, and we are so quick to correct. And I like what you're saying about building that connection with them, understanding their own point of view, and then supporting them.
Because you always want to rescue them. It doesn't matter how old they are. They could be 15, 16, you know, 19, 20, and they get hurt, and you just instantly want to go in and rescue them. You know, and they'll be like, Mom, I can handle this, I'm an adult now. And, you know, sometimes that can really sting your heart, because you're like, oh, but I just want to, you know, but I've had to learn to step back in this phase of motherhood now with them, because they are adults. They're very mature young men. And, it's just stepping back and allowing them to be the adults that they are, even though I want to jump in and rescue them each time I see them get hurt. But I have to allow them, as the men that they are now, is to sort it out themselves. And I know that if they need me, they will come and speak to me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So my other question that I wanted to ask is, you know, as mothers, there's so much pulling at us. There's so many responsibilities that we have as mothers, our family, we have work, we have our personal development, there's so much pulling at us, and it can be a little bit overwhelming for mothers. I just wanted to ask you what you would say to mothers in that respect of how do you balance? How do you
handle everything?
Yes.
You know, as women, we wear many hats. We put other hats on top of that, so we have to remember, first we're a wife, second we're a mum, and they are the most two important roles that we have been given by God, is to be a wife and to be a mother in nurturing our children. But then on the the worldly side, we have work, we have family,
Yeah.
we have ministry. Like for me, I have ministry, I have my secular job, I'm a wife, I'm a mum, I'm a spiritual. You know, there's so many hats.
So much,
and for me, trying to balance that is okay. I've prioritized things. When the boys were younger, you know, it was very overwhelming because my children are just 13 months apart, so I basically had a toddler and I had a newborn. And there were times that I had to sit back and say, okay, I can do this, this, and this, but I'm not going to do this because they need my attention. Motherhood is overwhelming, and I mean it's a major role that God has given us. It's an honour to be called a mum. It's a privilege to be a mum. But my advice to mums that are feeling really overwhelmed now, just prioritise. You could have a list, okay, I need to clean, but then just prioritise the ones that are most important that day. And I know a lot of people, you know, say, oh, how do I then pray and study? It's just, that is one of the most, and it's just, I think when you have small children, you can do that before they wake up, or last thing at night when they're asleep. It's just balancing everything in a sense that just prioritise. That's what I learned to do over the years. Obviously now my kids are men, but there's still many things I do. I work, I have ministry. As I said, Mother's Day can be hard, it can be challenging, but it's all about looking after yourself today and doing what makes you happy today. And just self-care is the most important thing. That's my piece of advice today. Look after yourself, self-care, and cherish all the moments you have as a mum. And if you are waiting, you know that your season will come with being a mum. But just look after yourselves. Enjoy Mother's Day. You know, care for yourself. Self-care, and do what makes you happy. Yes.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing with us on this Mother's Day, and I wish you a fantastic Mother's Day yourself. Enjoy being looked after. I know you'll get really pampered today.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Bye-bye.